In relation to paying bills and the cost of living, you can put everyone else first before yourself in the event of paying out, or you can decide to put yourself first as the first kind of like bill instead of, and then with the remaining money pay out other bills. And that way it keeps it forefront that, hey, I must pay this bill first for the month, the bill to self, and then think upon a reasonable amount to put into that fund, whether it's $10, $50, $100 or whatever, and then take care of mortgage or rent or other bills on the table, the important things. So that way you have it front and center. And psychologically speaking, mentally speaking, if you write that down, even if that helps, then it'll be a great assistance into making that a firm bill every month to pay attention to and to heed paying. So try not to ignore this kind of bill to yourself type of payment. It can be so much when the right habit is formed. You can choose to be quite lavish and throw money around whatsoever without any thought of repercussion or future consequence, or you can seek to be master of your own money. Pay the self first. This is a major challenge nowadays. For example, within America, where the cost of living has risen dramatically, even skyrocketed in some places. But by paying yourself first, you're at least fixing it mentally in your mind to pay attention to your future self a week from now, a year, and into the future. I mean, where it counts, because you can take care of bills for the moment, but if your future self is going to be in trouble, you're going to wish you'd saved. And that's why it's important to put yourself first. Another reason, kind of like, think of it like insurance. And within this way, it will help you being mentally prepared to put yourself first, and you won't fail to make the bill payment to yourself when you do so. There's one way to do this that's appropriate, or if you're able to take a sheet of paper or a spreadsheet, electronic one, and make a budget for yourself, like rent or mortgage as one of the, like $1,000, for example, or $200 to $300, $400 for groceries, whatever that is, and track that, what you allow each month. And then like for yourself, you can put $100 or $200, whatever that may be. And if you fall short of, because of work kind of doesn't allow that, you could get extra part-time hours somewhere, or a small business of some kind. Even if it doesn't succeed much, it is taking notice of the future self, and at least have some pride and some determination to care for the future self through a small business, even if not very large. You could find that writing things out really focuses your capacity to accomplish saving over time. Once you can look back after a week or month and say, we did it this month, we did it the second month, third month, it's a lot easier, and I have skin in the game or pride to continue this, and I must, above all, make that bill payment, whether it's through some source of income or an extra work somewhere, or work for a neighbor, some way to get that money so it can be saved or invested. And if you can find a low return on investment, that's better than just a bank saving, where you may receive far less than 1% per year for keeping money. So then, only then, once the important bills are paid, including the most important bill, the bill to the self, which should be marked at the very top as being so important, can you pay attention to non-necessities like fun or whatever that may be. But the fun money does not mean that equals the bill to the self, because I think that many people behave like that. The money that I have left over from paying my basic necessities can be used for travel, an outing, some type of fun event, what have you. But what in reality you should think of it is, no, they're two separate things. The payment to self is a bill for the future. It's that which I owe myself from my own hard-earned dollar for my own future or those I care about. And then all the other bills, the mortgage and everything else. And then it's the non-necessities, finally the fun or what have you. It's not otherwise. It's not that it lacks importance. You're treating the self, hence, kind of with a lack of importance because of you're treating that bill to the self as only meant for fun or something else when it is not. So if you look at it like that and can make the mental statement to oneself and mental belief really core to how you behave with money and handle it, then it becomes much more easy. You can clearly see there is differentiation on what needs to be done and the importance of living and having enough. Okay, so what if you try to save money as a payment to the self and you just can't quite make it, but you have to pay these other bills that one may have? Well, in order to come up with money for the self, it can still be done by downgrading the cost of living. Like you could go to Dollar Tree or some other store to save that extra 10, 20, 50 a month. And that then becomes your bill to the self. If you absolutely can't find more work, if you absolutely don't make much in wage, if any small business of some sort doesn't seem to go anywhere, like selling used goods, for example, online, which incidentally is a business concept. You can buy used goods at local, what have you, or even asked for from family or friends some used goods that they no longer use and sell it and just split the profit with them. Hey, I can get this much money and we'll split it half and half if I can take that for nothing right now. You could think of different ways. But in any event, there are ways to cut the cost of living per se, if that's possible, but it's different things like that. Shopping less, eating less, what have you, because the future is an important place to take note of. So thank you for spending time with Draft Nook here. My name is Brad, and for going over some of this, the name Draft Nook is for drafting of one's life or love or future, like family or business. So I do cover different areas or topics of discussion. So I'm not really kept within a box. I don't think that talking and speaking on just one subject is the way I wanted to take this. So I gave the website and channel a very generalized name. Draft Nook means you're putting something together, you're drafting it out, planning well and acting well now into the future. And Nook is for just like a little area of the web itself.